Good morning. Welcome to neweconomies.com. We are here live at Nasdaq studio in Times Square, New York. My name is Alice.
And I'm Lucia. Thank you for watching us this morning. And we are here with digital asset research.
Yes. Thank you for having us here.
Greg and Lucas. You two share a common name. So tell us about digital asset research.
Yeah, sure. Digital Asset Research is an independent research firm focused on the analysis of cryptocurrencies and events within crypto markets for institutional investors. We provide high quality written research, data, and tools to traditional hedge funds, crypto hedge funds, traditional asset managers, VC funds, and family offices.
That's great. Well, we need more companies
yes,
like
we do. some decent research.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's much needed in this industry.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely.
So how does it work?
So we're a subscription-based service, and we have three general products. We do deep due diligence on tokens, looking at three different areas. We test and review every piece of software that the token has, so try to match white papers with GitHub repositories. We do economic analysis. We map supply schedules, vesting schedules for the teams, and we also do some legal work. And part of our research is focused on the industry, so we look at industry events and the rise of ASICs, for example, last year, new token launches, and we also have over 100 two-pagers on the largest, most liquid tokens available in the market today. And to support all of that research is our data product. We have data on not only on pricing but also on blockchain data, looking at over 40 different cryptocurrencies, grabbing any blockchain related data and pricing data and some market intelligence data as well.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
So what industry problems are you solving?
So there's a lack here of objective research, and we pride ourselves to be as objective as possible when covering a token. We're a subscription-based service, so we would not take any sort of compensation of any shape or form from the token projects that we're covering. And
it's completely independent.
It's completely independent, and we focus on these three different areas that we've been researching for years individually, and came together last summer to combine our expertise and look at this space objectively.
And this is something that the crypto community can onboard to and can access, or it's only financial institutions?
Yeah, we sell our research directly to financial institutions and money managers. We do make available some of our findings that we think are important for a community-wide basis. There are discrepancies between publicly available resources, which we find a great value in, but because we have significant experience and abilities in this area, we do make important findings known to the community.
So I want to know that what type of discrepancies do you come across? Give me the juice.
There are very basic statistics like token supply, and we've been able to pinpoint accurate token supplies for a number of tokens.
That's good to know, yeah.
Yes.
And the discrepancies are such that publicly available resources will show a token that we believe is worth 1/10 the value that a publicly available site will show. So this is a very large discrepancy compared to for a professional investor. So something that should be very, is very valuable for our client base.
And also disclosures in terms of software. Sometimes you read that the company has deployed their software and it's fully completed, it's a release, but we then go and check on their GitHub and it's a beta, or they have very little software to show. So we match, the claims with reality. And if the claim is significant, we share with the community so that the whole industry can benefit from that as well.
So this is very relevant because the crypto community has been in the desperate need of good research that actually make them understand where their hard-earned ether is going.
Yeah.
So where people can find these tips, at least the tips, the crypto community that are open.
We run our own blog. You can find us on Medium. We do highlight snippets of this through social media outlets on Twitter, so you can follow us on Twitter. But also we write short form reports and analysis on Medium. That's probably the best way to get snippets of the work. We have a weekly and a daily newsletter that the community can subscribe to just by going to digitalassetresearch.com and clicking on the newsletter button in the top right.
That's awesome. And I want to know, what is like one surprise that you've come across just in your research and working with clients in the blockchain industry?
We've found instances where software was marketed as extremely unique, and members of the team criticized, Ethereum, for example, as competitors, and turns out they're, a straight copy of Ethereum.
Oh, okay.
And it's difficult to not to be too vocal about that, because if you're criticizing a product but you're pretty much based on it, then there's an obvious problem there. And we found instances of that happening over and over again. So,
Well, you guys are two watchdogs.
I would like to ask another question, and it's when you find these discrepancies that damage enormously the crypto community,
Yeah.
What are the steps that you take in order to how does the research move? Do you do like further research? You try to find more discrepancies?
yeah.
Perhaps if you want to discuss the metrics and.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really depends on what the discrepancy is. So the most valuable research or findings do go directly to our client subscribers. We are supporters of cryptocurrency in general and this open source community, and we think that sunlight and information will benefit the community in general. And so to the effect that we can help contribute to this community, we do make our findings known. So,
Yeah. And all of the software is open source. So you can see software as it's being developed
Yes.
on the project's GitHub. So if there's something that is wrong or unethical about the way certain tokens are marketed, we tend to do deep due diligence on their repository and make sure of our claims before we come out of our client base and
Yeah.
say things that might get us in trouble.
And I'm sorry, but I must insist,
Yeah.
because the crypto community will benefit enormously.
Yeah.
Do you think that in the future you will have a consumer product that
we
everyone in the blockchain industry can acquire? Because it's
univers-
very relevant
Yeah, the
information.
universal feedback from retail investors and institutional investors alike is that they really love the work that we do. We would love to be able to figure out a way to segment that market. We thought about perhaps creating shorter form reports. It's still a TBD for us, but it's definitely something on the radar. We have the ability to distribute our work through other third parties as well, rather than directly through our own site. So these are things that are all in the works for us.
Well, that is very relevant for the crypto community.
Yeah.
So when you have it, please come back to the show.
Sure.
We'd love to have you.
Yeah, we'd love to talk
And
about it.
one final question is, what's next for you guys now?
For us right now, our goal is increase coverage of the number of tokens that we've written on an in-depth manner. We've covered 23, 24 tokens at this point, and we'd love to get another kind of 25-ish and make our findings available to our client subscribers as well as the community at large.
Thank you very much for coming to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
And please subscribe to our channel, neweconomies.com, and we're happy to have you. Thank you.